Hi, and welcome.
I'm Z.
And I'm Keith.
And we're going to tell you about the movie that we just watched. But first, a little bit of a heads up.
Some of the movies we watch deal with heavy subject matters.
In order to talk about these emotionally delicate things and the heavy subject matters that we sometimes cover, we add humor and crude language to add some levity and to process our own trauma.
If that doesn't feel fun or safe for you, we completely understand. Please take care of yourself first and foremost.
And we spoil the end of pretty much every movie that we watch.
Now you know. On with the show.
Ready? Did you know I wasn't recording it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Is that why you were being a bitch?
I will proudly be a bitch on mic.
Oh,
you know
okay.
that.
Okay, that's fine. That's it.
I just had one of these moments where, no shirt texture was correct.
Yeah.
And I remember a scene in 6 Feet Under where the Sisto, who until recently I did not remember played the brother of Rhonda from Porpoise Spit. And he's like schizophrenic or whatever.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be. And he has a meltdown because... And the way I remember it is that he has a Brian Eno t-shirt that he can't find. Which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But something I would...
Yeah.
If I could find one, I would definitely have the same feelings about.
Right.
That's where I'm at.
I feel you. I understand. It's not easy. It's hard, one might say.
I don't know why you're being so
Understanding.
reserved.
Understanding and
Yeah,
cool.
it doesn't feel natural.
Oh, I see. Okay. That makes sense.
This movie was a movie, I guess.
Yeah. I didn't dislike it as much as I assumed I would. I was actually pleasantly surprised by a lot of it, except for the end, like the credit roll thing. I was like,
Oof.
what
Yeah,
in the
that
fuck
was-
is happening here?
At one point, I said they can't even get the tropes right, and that's what it felt like.
I did. You hated it, but it was hilarious how he just kept repeating the same line as if it wasn't getting the reaction that he wanted. So
Which
he's
one?
like, when he's like, I can't believe you shot me.
Donald.
Yeah.
Donald.
He's
the
like,
Donald.
you shot me. I can't believe you did that. And he's like, you would have done it. And he's like, I just can't believe you shot me.
Yeah.
And he just keeps saying it like, he's like, no, I need you to understand this is a joke.
I
And
know.
no one's
yeah,
laughing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it felt like. You're right.
Which is...
Nobody yelled cut, so he's just like, I guess we'll do it again.
Also, I'm so sorry to say this, but if, like, it was a little too fast for me.
Fast? I'm just making sure I heard
yes.
correctly.
But when it doesn't make any sense at all when the little things fall on Donald Sutherland, like when the debris falls on Donald Sutherland.
Yes. And that's the transfer.
I guess it doesn't make any sense, but because it doesn't, like, how did it get there? He had a whatever. Anyway. But he just stands up so quickly and walks out so quickly. And no one notices.
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all deserve to have your planet taken over. If
Absolutely.
this dude
Absolutely.
has literally been, I mean, and the thing, it would be different if he didn't utilize his cane for like every fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like he beats the shit out of people with it. He like, opens doors with it, closes doors. He uses it for everything. And then he just like jogs out of the fucking...
He just forgets about it.
Yeah, and like... But that's another thing that like drives me crazy. Now, I did like it. I thought it was going to be way cheesier, like graphically. I thought it was going to be like really like that TOS episode that's basically like the same fucking thing where it has those things that like fly at you or whatever, and they like, I don't know. I can't remember.
Trying to remember.
But it like
Yeah.
I think they're like similar. It's a similar
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
thing. I thought it was going to be like that it was just going to look like they were on strings and
Yeah,
like,
right.
you know, I thought it was going to look so bad.
No, some of it was done really well.
I agree. But
especially at the beginning.
right. But this is a thing, this is, you know, similar to Dexter, right? How they're like, he's a psychopath, but like, and they're like, he doesn't feel anything, but he's constantly like pissed and mad and angry and jealous and like confused and like his feelings get hurt. He's a baby, but they're like,
are you out of your Vulcan mind?
They're like, he's got no feelings. And I'm like, do you know what feelings are? I'm just curious. You know, it's that thing of like, you know, and it's sort of like, the movie is, oh God. Equilibrium, yes. And I talk about this all the time because this is like one of those things where it drives me fucking crazy, where in the movie, they're like, all emotions must be purged. Every dude in there is angry as fuck. They're just like constantly pissed. And I'm like, do men not know that anger is an emotion? Like, do you not understand that like being angry is an emotion? And
anger is a logical response.
So anyway, but these little things suck into your brain.
Yep.
And then they have access to every fucking thing you know. Mm-hmm. And they're so dumb, they can't even fake it. Like, they don't have any clue how to, like, act like a human being.
Oh, yeah.
What? And it's like...
They didn't encounter any autists. Or psychopaths, for that matter. Anybody who masks.
But it's like, when she's like... I did like this at first. Because I do think this is like... I did think it's an interesting thing. Because I do think this is something that... Like, I didn't quite like how they went about doing it. Because I think it's sort of like... They didn't, like, it, whatever. When she was saying that, like, none of the men seemed to look at her.
Yeah.
All right, look, I know this doesn't necessarily qualify as scientific evidence, but a woman is used to a certain response from men when we meet them, and from those boys, I didn't even get the automatic. Like when I was introduced to Sam, he did this.
I did not do that.
And they're like, what does that mean? And she's like, and she does the example. She's like, okay, when I met Sam, he did this. And he's like, I didn't do that. But she's like exaggerating so he knows, like, what they understand what she's saying. You know, like, it's like a thing that's like not happening. And when she's like, I opened my shirt in front of a bunch of teenage boys and they didn't even react.
Right.
She's like, that's fucking weird.
Right.
And I was like, no, I like this because she's not saying, but like, then they dropped it after that. I mean, they have, like, one scene where she's, like, she opens her fucking shirt and, like, the guy doesn't look. But then they drop it after that, which would be fine, but, like, all, like, the tells that they have are so, like, you didn't retain anything from, you know, but the thing is, they all share knowledge.
Right.
So how would you, what?
Well, they have to go back to the hive to share knowledge.
Is that true?
Or do the handshake where they go ass to ass. Oh,
that's right. Yeah, they go ass to ass. Yeah. So the premise of the movie is literally just these kids are flying a frisbee that it looks like a spaceship. I don't really understand the frisbee part
either.
Because I fully assumed that was part of it. Nothing happens, so that was confusing.
A misdirect? I don't know.
I guess. But then there's this weird sort of like thing that happens.
That's one of the coolest effects in the movie.
The kids go look at it, and then they go grab an adult, and they tell him to come look. And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then they knock him out, which again, I don't know why that needed to happen, but whatever, it's fine. So, and I did like this. The next scene is like special agents being like, hey, there's been an alien, you know, there's an alien that we like supposedly
a UFO crash. So
we need to check it out. So I was like, thank fucking God we don't have to do this thing where like no one understands or believes it or thinks it ever happened, and you have to like, you know, be like, no one believes me that aliens. It's like immediately everybody's like, oh, aliens are here and they're gonna, you know. So they don't realize this at first. Obviously, you know it going into the movie, if you know anything about the movie, that people are being mind controlled by aliens. And they have a cool way of getting people to get an alien on their fucking back, where they're selling tickets to see the spaceship. So people are just paying them, and then they go in, and then they get an alien on their back. Obviously, like,
brilliant.
Yeah. So, like, stuff like that, I was like, oh, I like that. This is, you know, this is, like, an interesting sort of...
Although it's never addressed that these kids who are being controlled by aliens put together this fake UFO real quick.
I mean, well, it sort of is. Like, Donald Sutherland's, like, obviously something's inside of that. He's like, I don't know what the fuck that shit is.
Right.
But that's not the spaceship.
Right.
And then, but then that's, well, they do go and check it out and it's empty, right? Like once they figure out like that aliens are controlling people.
Yeah.
Then they get a military team to go in.
Oh, do they?
And it's empty. Yeah, that's when Keith David pops up. And that, the site, the spaceship, they see like it had like a bunch of shit. You know, they're like, we can tell something was here.
Uh-huh.
Like, it hollowed out something in the ground. Like, there's
Right.
a whole thing. It, like, burned a hole in shit. Like, stuff is everywhere, but there's nothing and no one.
Yeah.
And they bring that up. Like, that's what the 3 circles are, which I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, oh, okay, that's actually, like, a good...
That the hive is moving.
Yeah, like the hive move, because they show that it's like doing like this, and they're like, it doesn't. They're like, that pattern is kind of weird.
Right.
They're like, let's do it like in 3 circles, and then it's like here, and then here, and then here,
And
I was
it's
like,
bigger each time,
oh,
yeah.
okay. I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. I kind of like that because, again, you know, you think, you know, because they're like, why wouldn't they just keep growing like this?
Yeah, right.
And it's like they're just moving while they do it. And I was like, oh, I liked that like explanation and stuff like that.
It's kind of cool.
Things I thought were...
But what... all I'm saying is that they got the fake UFO that they're selling tickets to go into. Like, when did they put that together? And how is it so...
What I'm assuming is they got enough people to build it so that they could get the rest of the town to come to it.
Okay.
That's what I assume.
Fair enough.
Because they knocked out they knocked out the grown up. There was 3 teenagers and then the grown up adult. So that's enough people to get at least 10 more people without suspicion, and then you can build something like that.
Sure.
In farm town like that, you know, because it was all
Ambrose,
just
Iowa.
Sure. Corn Town. So yeah, and the rest of it's really just a like...
It's very straightforward as far as like alien invasion.
Yeah. And I usually find alien invasion stuff to be really, really annoying because it's not scary to me.
No.
And it's always like, you know, there's no... I mean, I do like Independence Day. I do like that movie.
Oh, man.
But I like it for Bill Pullman and...
Spiner.
Yeah. I like it for...
Welcome to Earth!
Yeah. So... But this
Randy Quaid.
Fuck that dude, man. All the Quaids. Only son Quaid he's the only cool one to me.
Only son Quaid is cool.
Hey, Bradward. Want to test the sweetness of my bushel?
Fine, Genevieve. Just give it 43 more sun hours at 21 degrees Brix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Boimler.
Yeah.
Really,
Jack.
Jack Quaid. Yeah, and mostly only because he just doesn't he does not like.
He doesn't fuck with.
He will like. He like did something where like on Father's Day he like posted on his Instagram story like Happy Father's Day to like someone he works with and like didn't say it. And people are like, he fucking hates his dad. I'm like, this dude's cool. I'm like, Boimler and you fucking hate your shitty ass dad.
Yep.
I'm like, that's cool. I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, this is very well trod territory
Yeah.
as far as narrative goes.
Yeah.
This doesn't really add anything. It doesn't seem like it's got any commentary.
For sure.
I
Yeah.
mean, The Blob was, like, it's literally a remake of a 50s, and
Yeah.
that's the 50s is the heyday of sci-fi. That kind
Right.
of
Yeah.
that flavor of sci-fi,
Yeah.
and pretty formulaic. Everything I've seen
Yeah.
from then.
Yeah.
It's fine. It sold tickets, and that's the point. And
And was there a sequel?
to which this?
Yeah.
I don't know. I realized I was confused. There's another series of straight-to-video horror movies called Puppet Master
Okay.
that there are at least 5 of.
Wow.
Irene Miracle, Paul Lamont, Barbara Crampton, and William Hickey as the Puppet Master.
But, yeah, all I wanted to say is, that's my general review before we get into too many detailed weeds about the movie. There's no real surprises
Yeah.
if you've seen anything. And, they kind of, I said the casting was like, we got one from Body Snatchers, we've got one from Alien, we've got one from The Thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hope it was worth Yaphet Kotto's time, to put on that uniform.
Not enough of Yaphet.
3 lines, literally.
Yeah.
Our nearest troops are the 1st Infantry Division on Fort Riley.
How quickly can we move on this?
We can have rapid response tactic force in place within 12 hours.
He's standing there for a bit, but
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. Oh, and also, I felt so fucking stupid because you're like, we got someone from Alien, and I was like, who the fuck was in Alien? And you were like, Yaphet Kotto, and I was like, never have I know he's in that movie. I know that dude's face. I've seen that movie so many times. Never did I'm always like, oh yeah, I've seen him in stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, why did I never, it never clicked for me. That was like the first time it clicked for me that he was in Alien. Because I'm really bad with names. It's not anything.
No, he's one of those that his name is so recognizable. You're like, oh yeah, I know that
Right,
dude. But
yeah.
then you're like, wait, what have I seen? That's how I feel about it.
Right. And I'm like, well, I know he's, there's been a lot of Law and Order and Homicide, a lot of New York shows that he's been in, stuff like that. So it's
Homicide:
just
Life on the Street is set in Baltimore, but reunited with Belzer.
right.
What's his
Belzer.
actual name?
Richard Belzer.
Oh, okay. Munch. Yeah, okay. I never, because it sounds like a character name to me.
Yes. Belzer Bub. Yeah.
Behemoth.
What the fuck did you just say?
Behemoth, but I was trying to do that song.
Jitterbug.
Jitterbug.
Is that's the thing I heard. Behemoth. I'm like, what?
No, is it Ghost or whatever. We're like, Satanas.
Oh.
Is this that TikTok sound or whatever?
Yeah.
Any hoozle doozle. Gweasel. Plush Marshall Bell. It has got to be in every, he's Quaddle's host.
Right?
So we
We
got
were
total.
just talking about Quaddle, too.
Yeah, we never stop, really.
We were the fucking
Metalocalypse.
Metalocalypse episode where they're doing comedy.
Death comedy.
And Nathan's like, I'm not cutting Quaddle. I'll cut Body Bag before I'll cut Quaddle.
Quaddle's gold. Why is it so funny?
It's so... Also, it's so... It's like so disgusting when he does it, too. It's so... I'm not cutting Quaddle. And it's like the most... Just, that show's so good. That show is so good. He blow. He brain out. Oh, God. Anyway, the weird... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I did the thing. I apologize.
Oh, because I was talking, you were like, oh, it's my turn. No, I have to say.
Correct. Yes. That one.
What is that? Where does that come from? I mean, I know inside you, but like where inside you?
The puppet masters made me do it.
So it was almost interesting the way that they use, what was it, Mary? Martha? Some other Jesus name?
Julia Warner, her?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Shorty?
How they use her against Sam, like, a lot.
Yeah.
Like, that's basically, like, his...
Yeah, Mary.
Yeah, okay. That's basically his weakness.
Yeah,
That they're constantly... And I was like, that's a really interesting thing because they don't do it both ways. They don't use... Even though she gets puppet mastered...
Yeah.
They just use her constantly as a tool against him, or it's always like she's not really like she likes him back, but it feels more like he's so scared of and I don't know, there was something about Sam's character that I was like, the first half I was like, hate him.
Yeah.
Nothing about him. Once he got puppet mastered, the choices the actor was making, I'm like, what is going on? This is fascinating. And he kept doing that. He kept being like, and Noah, it was so weird. He was doing such weird shit. And I was like, I'm here for this. Like, that's great. And he did seem so different while he was being puppet mastered.
Fair. Yeah.
And he was, even the scene where they're like electrocuting the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And he'll like break through. And then I was like impressed with that scene because.
You did all right.
Like he was.
The amount of ab
Yeah. Well, that's
too.
what I was saying. Like, but that was the thing. Like when he was Sam, he was just like kind of slumped over and being like,
Yeah.
And then he would just like. He would do a core workout, and he'd be like, "You're fucking dumb."
What do they call those? That exercise where you lay on your belly and then you lift your
Oh God, yeah.
arms and legs off the ground?
I think they call it torture. But
They call it "I'd rather be in Guantanamo."
it's really unfair that you won't let me say shit. Anyway.
By say shit, you mean just mock me or mimic me?
Yes.
Echo lady.
Yes. Yes. But then once he's not puppet mastered anymore.
Puppet master.
Yeah. He's so like sort of like, he like that scene where he's like freaking out in the shower.
Yeah.
And the way he is with like Mary after that, where he's just like, kind of like, I don't want you to go anywhere. Like, stay close with me. Like, cause she's like, I'm just gonna go. He's like, no, come to my house. Like, he doesn't want her to go. And I was like, oh, this is really. And the way he's playing it is not like, he's not doing machismo anymore.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Definitely. And I was like, oh, I like how.
That's a good point. I didn't think about it.
I like how altered they made his character. Because, like, when he first meets her, he's doing the fucking annoying ass, I'm a dude, you're a woman, we should probably fuck. He's hitting on her immediately, and you're like, oh. And I'm like, oh, enemies to lovers. Yay, I love this. But then, like, once he gets puppet mastered, it's just like he changes.
Yeah,
It
they make a
gets
thing about
very-
how, well, we see Peltzer.
I know. I was. That's the thing that I'm like. That's a fucking cool. It's sort of like it reminded me a lot of the Children of Men.
I've never seen it.
Nope, you have seen it. The Torchwood one. The Children of
Oh,
Men.
sorry.
Yeah.
What am I thinking of?
You're thinking of the movie Children of Men.
Okay.
But the tortured. I think it's Children of Men or Children of Man or something.
Yeah.
And they like it reminded me a lot of like the aliens are like coming to like harvest like a third of the population of children, and they find out it's just because it gets them high.
Yeah.
And they're literally just like sucking the life out of kids because it gets them high.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it was
Well,
so.
what I love is that it's arranged.
Yes.
I mean,
Ooh.
Sure, there's the threat of
Yeah.
global annihilation potentially,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
but the British government. I mean, I
Oh
think
my
it's,
God, yeah.
they're just serving up children to this.
I honestly, that was one of my when
No, that's the best one.
I was like, this is the darkest
Yeah.
fucking, and the fact that Jack kills his own grandkid to fix it. I was like, oh my God, holy shit. He's like, we need a kid, and this is the only one we have right now. So he kills his own grandkid, and his daughter's like, fuck you. And he's like, I had to make a choice. And I was like, this fucking show is so dark. And then they did the next one, and I was like, oh. Anyway.
And then they moved to LA.
No, that was the next one.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
They moved to LA. I think. Yeah. It was
So rough. So brutal.
bad. I think maybe there was one more, and then they did the LA. I can't remember. But
I forget that was a whole season.
yeah, right. Yeah. It was like a limited, it wasn't like it was like one that had
okay.
like 6
Okay.
episodes or
Okay.
something like that. So it wasn't like a full season, but
That's right.
yeah. Anyway, it made me think of that. Like they basically like after like they find out that Belzer has one of the things on him, and
They get it off him. They kill
well,
it.
they don't get it off of him.
Oh.
It leaves Richard Belzer, which is, and it goes to, because they're after him or something, and I can't remember if they shoot him, but they like have him trapped, and they find him on the bathroom floor, and it's not on his back anymore.
Oh, that's right.
And they're like, okay, so maybe that's what I don't know. Maybe the difference between them, like, I don't know. It was just like after it was off his back, he's in the hospital, and they're literally like,
It's like he's
he's reacting as if he's going through severe withdrawal.
right.
And they're like, he liked having it, and they're like, it's not quite like, they're like, not
Right.
quite that simplistic. And then he fucking kills himself, and the way he kills himself, I was like, whoa,
Yeah, that
I've
was-
never seen
Yeah.
that. That was,
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. And then that never gets mentioned again, and
Right.
then it's like, that doesn't, then everybody, when they have him on their back, wow, apologies for that. When they get them off their back, everyone's just like back to normal.
Oh my
and
God,
I'm like,
it's a metaphor. It's a monkey on the back.
don't be racist.
Oh, remember when they put it on the monkey, so the monkey has a
Oh
monkey.
man, I did like when it was like, hello Sam, do you miss me?
I like when it's back opened to to
Yeah.
hatch the new one.
Yeah. I like that they hatch them fully formed. I like that they're the same size as the ones that are on the humans, and that they still fit perfectly onto the monkey's
it's
back. I'm like,
scaled
oh,
to the-
interesting. The part that I did think, I was like, this is creepy.
Yeah.
This is fucking weird and good, was how they transport them. Where they'll just they just have them all over. I'm like, oh,
Yeah. Just stuck all over
And
the
when
human body.
When Keith David, like honestly, I'm gonna the worst part was that they killed Keith David.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, don't like that. Don't agree with that. That's wrong.
Always.
Not okay. especially how they did it. I'm like, really? You could just run away from him. Like, you don't have.
Yep.
And especially when he was like, I don't want. Like, he literally was like, I don't want to have one of those things on me. Like, that's terrifying to me. And then that's how I'm like, no, I didn't agree with that. But I will say, I liked.
I mean, if nothing else, like structurally, narratively, that sets it up that someone's going to have to do a mercy kill.
Exactly.
And then they don't.
And then they don't. They just like, oh yeah. But I was like semi prepared to like be devastated about his death, but I was just mad about it. I mean, you know, devastated, but I was like, no.
Yeah.
But
agree.
before he dies, he falls into the water.
Before he died.
And they're just like all over. He's got one on his arm. Like does Keith David have a blackout tattoo on his fucking arm? I was like, is that? No, it's just one of the things that's just wrapped around his arm. He has them all over his chest. And this is why Keith David is so fucking cool. He's got like multiple on him. No one else has been able to do this. And he's able to fight and gain like control.
Yeah.
Not fully. Like, he's
no,
just
yeah, it's
like,
back and forth or whatever.
And he's like, you said you'd help me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, yes, get his ass. I'm like, yes. But then, and, you know, and it was, to me, that whole scene was very, like, tense and, like, almost scary because, like, I was like, I'm rooting for Keith David in this.
Sure.
And then the creatures would take over and they'd be like, oh, you thought. And then it would be Keith David again. And then it would be, you know, and I'm like, I'm like, no. I'm like, let him, you know, and Sam is like, you can fight them. You can fight them. Like, you can do this. And I was like, yes, yes, yes. I was like, oh my God, make it like something, you know, please let something happen. And then they fucking, and I was like, boo. But it was like that whole thing where like you can have multiple on you at the same time. Oh, I was like, oh, this is so creepy.
Well, but it's also, they can't all be like patched into the brainstem or whatever, right?
No, I assume not. Yeah, because they don't. I mean, they patch into the brainstem.
I love how they move around. Like when we first see them when you know she's trying to get her tits out for that one guy who pulls a gun on them.
Yeah,
and then the Delta Flyers are flinging around the room, just
like I
with
know.
their proboscis or whatever it's called.
Yeah, yeah, that was
hilarious.
Yeah, I liked. I did like the fact that like they implied that like while they patch into your brainstem, or not even brainstem, they just go into your brain, like whatever.
Yeah, they don't really.
Yeah.
We get a animation,
but
my favorite thing too from mid-90s to early aughts, they love doing this where it's like an X-ray, but you're watching the screen.
Yes,
and they have to sync it.
Yeah.
So it's an animated X-ray.
Yeah.
Digital display thing.
Yeah. And also somehow no one is irradiated, like no one's protected from radiation. I did like that even with they show, because this is how the things can like be on you without like there's two ways of them being transported. One is they ball up like an egg.
Yeah.
And you carry them around, which love it. And the other one is that they like suction themselves or stick themselves to you.
Right.
And like that's implied that like that's how they like keep themselves in place, is they like
stick to you.
Yeah. And it's so like, because whenever like one of them peels off of someone to like hook onto someone else, it's like
yeah.
But then they're all red. Like it's like
it's like leeches. Yeah, fucking Marshall Bell's like when he shows his back at the end.
Yeah, but Sam too. Like the whole time he has that fucking mark on his back. Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
Once it gets off of him, he's just like every time you see his back, he's got that like, and it's like the whole time. It's not like, because I was like, oh, they're gonna
it doesn't fade or whatever.
It doesn't fade or anything.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, interesting. And the thing that kills the aliens is encephalitis. What there's 60% brain. That's how, and that's why encephalitis kills them.
Right.
because and they're just giving everyone encephalitis. And everyone's like, we're really sick. Encephalitis is so, like, I mean, yes, if untreated, but, you know, if you're treated, you can get better. But, like, what about people that don't respond to medication?
Yeah, that's
Like,
a heavy cost. Don't act like it's like giving somebody even the flu is dangerous.
Also,
you know
they're like, how do we give people encephalitis? And they're like, mosquitoes. And I'm like, girl,
right?
this is not, you guys are not. And they're like, we'll just put mosquito. I'm like, do you know how things with wings work? They're not.
Nope.
Oh my God. This is like, and I know about this sort of because I grew up in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Encephalitis is like every single, like, it's always like, don't fucking go near water. Don't go, like, because you're going to get, if you get bit by a mosquito, it's a, like, I've been terrified of mosquitoes like my whole life, not because I'm like I don't have a reaction to a mosquito. So that was why I was always really scared of them because I'm like, what if they
What if you get bit and you don't know?
I won't know,
Right.
you know. So, which no one believes that I don't react to mosquitoes.
Yeah,
and I'm
you
like,
have a lot of trauma about people denying your reality. So, and I mean, I don't mean that to be. That sounds dismissive. I just mean like,
yeah, it's a
most of your early life.
Yeah.
That's how is
well,
defined
no, even as
by
an
that.
adult, I had someone be like, maybe you've just never been bit by a mosquito. I'm like, I don't think you understand what Florida is.
I'm from Florida. Yeah,
I'm like, you can't go outside.
it's not possible. Right.
If you were in, it's not even just like, it's not just even at night. Like, it's worse at night, but like if you're just in a shaded area.
The whole state is stagnant water. I don't know what you
Literally, and that's the thing. I'm terrified of shit. Like old tires.
Yeah.
They're in someone. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? What
Yeah.
the fuck is wrong with you? You know
Yeah.
how dangerous that is. You know, like, so like that whole part. I was like, what the fuck? You guys are just gonna try to kill half the population.
But you're saying, just to be explicit, you're saying it actually is encephalitis that they warn you about.
Yes, because
with regard to mosquitoes.
yes. Because they carry it, and that's why they say it in the because they're like known fucking carriers of this of encephalitis, and
See, here's what I'm
and
confused.
people
Though.
will be like, this is the thing though, like you can get serious, and you might not know that you have it
Right.
until like
Right.
your brain starts swelling,
Right.
Because that's what it's like.
Yeah, this is what I was going to say. I'm confused because I thought encephalitis was like a symptom.
No, encephalitis is I believe encephalitis is the cause, but like it's one of those things where like if you like it's you know how like Will Graham, you know, in the whole first season,
Yeah.
he has encephalitis, but he doesn't like, you know, Hannibal's like, yeah, this dude's got encephalitis, but let's just experiment on him. And then like people won't necessarily know you have encephalitis. Like I mean, like, yes, if they're infecting people with encephalitis, of course they're going to treat them for it, so they'll be better. I get that, but like,
Okay, yeah, no, I'm right.
what? Okay.
Well, I just mean, it just means inflammation in the brain, so there can be
Okay, I
multiple
see. Oh, I see.
causes.
Gotcha.
That's all. So you can't. That's why I was confused. Like, we'll
Right.
we'll infect mosquitoes with encephalitis,
yeah.
but that's
Well,
it would be a bacteria or a virus that they would
Yeah.
be carrying.
Right. Yes. That would give them encephalitis.
Correct.
Right. Yes.
In humans,
Yes.
the response is
Encephalitis. Yeah. But I know there's like different types of encephalitis too, and
Right.
that's the thing that was
Right.
always, and like the more you can get like more
it's
severe.
like meningitis.
Yeah, that's another one too. That's
Yeah.
I've always been terrified of meningitis.
I knew someone that had the less lethal version.
Is meningitis the one that basically makes holes in your brain?
Maybe
Anyway,
I think it attacks your nervous system, right?
Oh, I don't remember. But I was always afraid of, I was just terrified of mosquitoes my whole life because of, they're basically like, they can just a mosquito can fucking kill you. And I was always like, how would I know? How would I know?
Right. Well, once the aliens are dead, you ain't got to worry about it. Everyone on planet Earth has had encephalitis. You either survive or you don't.
Would you recommend this movie?
I
would. I think it's fun enough that
it's borderline for me. For me, it's there's not a whole lot there. I mean,
there's not a whole lot there, but
it's too takes itself too seriously.
Okay.
There are some, there's moments.
Yeah.
I had fun, and I thought there were some decent practical effects. The aliens get old for me.
Yeah.
And they're also not anything you haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Design-wise,
That's fair. Stingrays and jellyfish.
Yeah. Well, stingrays in particular.
Well, the big hive thing is
the
jellyfish.
hive. Yeah, the hive. Which I didn't really understand why we were hearing the voices.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of it's real sloppy, IMO.
Yeah, that's fair. It is sloppy. And like I said, the complaint is like they know the thing is they know everything about you and they retain all the information.
And yet
like they're like they can't predict anything.
Correct. Human behavior still somehow eludes them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the moments that stand out, I mean, the fucking fight on the helicopter is ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, how is he able to land a helicopter?
Love it. Because he knows how. I don't know why he's a dude.
Well, especially after having Sutherland's character be like, I can fly a helicopter.
Also, yeah, I'm like, what is that? What does I guess in a way, if he has the thing, it infected a lot of military, so it would have the knowledge. So I guess that makes sense. So never mind. I was going to say that doesn't make any sense because how would Donald Sutherland know how to fucking fly a fucking... But I guess Donald Sutherland doesn't know how to do anything because he's dead.
What?
He's dead.
Oh. R.I.P.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's like when Trinity downloads how to pilot a helicopter.
Not yet.
Not yet?
Because he's like, you can fly a helicopter, and she's like, not yet.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, let's go.
Bring, bring. Hello, helicopter school.
Lord, please pass the Mucinex.
And when Mary is puppeted, mastered, and trying to seduce Sam, and then just fucking bails out the window.
Yeah.
And then the driving that was happening in her getaway pickup car was amazing.
Yeah.
And just the driver fucking...
I did like how it was very obvious, like, immediately that I knew that she got puppeted. Because she's like, let's just make out. And he's like, oh. And he went to and she's like, no. And I was like, bro, she's not letting you touch her back.
Oh, yeah.
Duh. Like... So ridiculous.
Yeah. And there was another one. Plus, for the first half of the movie, the aliens just keep getting away by just fucking running away.
I do like
hilarious.
When they're chasing, or they're trying to get out, and they're just Donald Sutherland is just beating the shit out of everyone with his fucking cane, and he hits the girl, and then he's like, "Sorry."
Yeah.
I was like, "What?" It's very funny.
I like the scene where the president arrives.
Yes,
and then
I loved that.
they mow down everybody.
Scene. I was like,
that was great.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was great.
I honestly unexpected.
Yeah.
I was like, how the fuck are they gonna get out of it? Oh, okay.
No, okay.
Well,
yeah.
I guess that makes sense. and when they're just like, okay, everybody, take off your shirts, and everyone's like, oh, I don't know, and they're like, yeah, you have to take off your fucking shirt. And when the lady's like, why aren't you taking off your shirt? And they're like, that's true, Dad. Take off your shirt. You gotta do it. And he's like, ugh. And then she's like, fuck.
Smoke bomb.
It's so funny to me when someone just starts running away.
Yeah.
Like, that's so
I
funny.
know.
It's always so funny.
Yeah.
Because it's always like, what? They know. Like, you can't.
So yeah, I mean it's alright. The ending is brutal. Just
I don't.
Whoa.
Honestly, they should have crashed that fucking helicopter and then been like, oh, I guess that's it.
Where else? Oh, it was like, don't die. I mean, it's the scene you were talking about where it's like, I can't believe you shot me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the ending, they felt like, bro, I've seen this scene.
I hate a scene where I fucking hate. I don't understand why people do it. Where it ends with a guy and a girl walking down a street. I'm like, no, we can't. We can't do that again. You can't do that again. I don't like unless you're literally like about to kill them both right in front of us to give us a shocking ending. Don't do that. What the fuck?
And it's supposed to be like
funny?
Romantic banter? And it's neither?
Watch a porno, man.
Just put
Learn
on
how to banter.
Watch a country crock commercial.